Welcome to Under Two Capes. I'm Jared, and today we are discussing the Marvel, pun intended, that is DC Fandome 2021. It's been a year since my last one. So, full disclosure, I caught this throughout the day because I was doing school and stuff. So, I periodically checked in to see what was being announced. So, man, was a lot of stuff announced. First off, Milestone is doing their own animated series, which I found it's either animated series or animated movie. I can't really remember which, but it's pretty dope because Milestone is the group behind like Icon, Rocket, Static Shock, Hardware. It's really dope characters. So I'm really excited for that. So I'm gonna take this through. I'm gonna go through all the major like announcements and trailers and stuff, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top of this list and go down to the bottom. So start with the Batman. So they released a new trailer for Matt Reeves' The Batman, and this one looks freaking dope. So what this is showing is first, it's year one Batman, meaning this movie's taking place in the first year of Batman's Batman-ness, if you will. In other words, parents were dead. He went on the whole soul-searching thing. Probably found Ra's al Ghul and Talia. I would love if they did like a cameo in a flashback in the movie. That'd be so dope. But I liked how we saw like the Riddler. We showed Selena Kyle Catwoman, which I think was pretty dope. She looks like a really interesting character. I'm looking forward to seeing how she plays off of Batman. And Riddler, I'm really excited to do the Riddler because he seems like, this article says it too. He seems really, really scary. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. We've never really seen the Riddler scary and intimidating. Normally he's like the joke character. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty dope. I'm excited for this. I also like how the trailer showed, like, apparently his suit is bulletproof because people are shooting at him with ARs and they're like bouncing off of him like Superman. And he's like punching everyone. I'm like, oh man. And my favorite line in the trailer is when they talk about the bat signal and he goes, it's not a signal, it's a warning. Like, oh, I'm coming for you guys. See you later. Colin Farrell as the Penguin. He does a good like gangster accent. So I'm really, really, really excited to see that version of the Penguin. Okay, that's about it for Batman. Once again, I'm going to do a quick go through of these. Then we'll come back and discuss like which ones I'm most excited for. So next on this list is Black Adam. So it was a very, very short trailer. Apparently the teaser, it was a short teaser trailer that basically has each of the actors discuss their characters. We have the entire Justice Society, which I'm so excited to see the Justice Society. Then they played a short clip. So in the clip, I'm going through right now, we have some. So apparently this is probably how they're going to discover Black Adam. So we have some archaeologists going into this tomb, as archaeologists no doubt do. They find like an inscription, they say Shazam, and then Black Adam just materializes. And then, so what's cool is that the soldier shoots at him, Black Adam holds him and just disintegrates the dude. And then the other soldier starts shooting. And then he's like, and then the bullets like bouncing off of him. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. This is one of the movies I'm the most looking forward to. It looks really cool. And then also what's interesting is Snyder also said this could fit pretty well in the Snyderverse. So that'd be interesting. By the way, I just want to get something out of the way. I know there was no Snyderverse announcement or no Ayer cut announcement, but really we shouldn't have been expecting them to announce it because here's the thing. That stuff is not going to happen until the new Warner like regime takes over. And that was obviously not going to be here. This is just all the stuff going forward. So still hold out hope. It's going to happen. But we shouldn't have expected it to happen at Fandome. Like, come on, guys. I mean, it would have been dope if they announced at least the Ayer cut at Fandome, but chances are, if that's not going to happen until next, at least be announced, the Snyderverse and Ayer cut, until next year when they do when the new regime is like solidified, if it happens at all. And even if it doesn't happen, I'm just going to enjoy these movies. Super dope. All right, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Yes. So first off, this is in the freaking Arkhamverse. So I'm like, oh yes, yes. So it shows the Suicide Squad wrecking shop, and again, it's a Brainiac invasion, and apparently, so they go in to like stop a Brainiac invasion, and then all of a sudden Waller's like, okay, you have to kill the Justice League now, and they're like, what? And we see like a lot of the Justice League members, like apparently the Green Lantern in this verse is John Stewart, which I'm like, okay, thank you. We have the Flash, we have Superman. They hinted at a Batman character because they showed like the Batmobile. So I'm wondering, okay, so this is take place in the Arkhamverse after Arkham Knight, and we know after Arkham Knight the Wayne Manor blew up. So I'm wondering what's going to happen with this. Then they showed like a first look at Wonder Woman when they were all shooting at her and she's deflecting it. And I got to say, the Wonder Woman looks pretty dope. I'm actually going to share my screen real quick. So what I think they're in this scene is I think they're in like the Hall of Justice, because we see like their emblems on the walls right here. So that could most likely is like where they keep like all their gear and stuff. So I think that what's going to happen is that Brainiac comes, and apparently what happens, based upon what I see in this trailer, is Brainiac takes over the Justice League, hence which is why the Suicide Squad has to fight him, and I do not envy them. And so yeah, so there's that, and I see the last of truth. I'm almost going through the trailer real quick. I like Deadshot's armor, by the way. So I think what's going to happen is I think here's my prediction. So it would be cool. This is the way I would do this game. Probably not going to be the way it's going to be done, but still, if the first like a mission is showing the Justice League being like taken over by Brainiac, it's like them responding and then being taken over. So the first like mission or so is like playing as the different members of the league, and then they get taken over, and then it switches to the Suicide Squad. In all likelihood, it's just going to show it'll probably show the Justice League being taken over via like a cutscene or something like that, and then it'll cut to the squad, and that's when we'll get like player control. And what I think is going to happen is that eventually the league is going to. I would be very surprised if they actually made you kill the Justice League, like legit kill them. I think what's going to happen is that you're going to actually take them. You're going to actually free them from Brainiac's control, and then like the 8 of you are going to take on Brainiac. I think that'd be really cool. And I have a theory that Batman is going to make his return in this one. That he's not actually dead. That's been like conjectured ever since that the end of Arkham, but I don't think he's dead. I think what's going to happen is that he's waiting until the most Batman moment to reemerge, and he's going to come back. And it's like it's like what I think is going to happen is that they're going to find Batman, and then he's going to have all these plans to take out the League, which it's already been like reflected here. And if you notice, we also see them kind of cool, like they're in the Hall of Justice, and in the background, I'm going to share my screen real quick. You can see like the statues for the 4 members of the League: John Stewart, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. So I think that's Batman. Yeah, it's most likely Batman. Yeah, I'm seeing the Arkham suit, so that's definitely Batman. And the Flash. The Flash looks freaking dope. I'm gonna go to the Flash scene so I can show you guys, because the Flash's costume looks really, really cool. So while I get to there, I also like how they have that scene where the Penguin's running away, and they're like, "Oh, Waller, he's running away. We have to shock him." And they're like, "Oh no, wait, hang on, it's coming." And so that happens, and here we go. Look at the Flash. So here's the way the Flash looks in the game. I like that a lot. The way that costume, it kind of resembles Ezra Miller's like armored look. I noticed that all the armored looks have to be like armored to reflect. Oh, we have a new look at Wonder Woman. Hang on. And oh wait, hang on. Let me see something in this trailer is interesting. I think that I think that it could be Wonder Woman is going to be the first leaguer to be freed, because it looks like she's fighting Superman. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me show you guys this. Hang on, I got to move my toolbar away, because Apple does this. Look at this one. All right. So of course, so what this makes me look at, so there's Wonder Woman. First off, the Arkham Wonder Woman looks amazing, and second off, this looks like she's fighting Superman. So either he's the first to turn, and then they fight, and then she gets taken over, or she's the first one to be freed, and then she helps the Suicide Squad free the Justice League, because she has the lasso of truth, so she can just do what they did in like Justice League versus Teen Titans, where Superman used the lasso to free her from the demon's control. So we got that. Let's see what else we have here for this trailer, because this trailer looks freaking. They did a good job with this trailer. First off, oh wait, I think I saw something. So we have Superman. Superman is clearly battling Wonder Woman in this. So I think it's most likely they're like. That Wonder Woman is the first to like be freed. So next we have in this list the Flash trailer, which this was very, very interesting for me because I did not know what to expect. So we see definitely there's two Barrys. So what I think happens is when Barry goes to this new multiverse or multiverse world, there's still a Barry Allen there. He's probably not the Flash or anything. They show up at the Wayne Manor that's from the 89 movies. And then it shows Barry going to where his mother was killed. And you can see the new suit. And the suit, like the lines, they actually glow. Like, look at this. They actually glow. And I think that is really, really, really cool how they put that detail on there. It makes the suit look more like animated and alive. And let's see. So, okay. So a point that people have been like thinking, are they going to kill Ben Affleck, is because of this. But what's interesting is that if you see in the background, this is not the Ben Affleck's like chest piece. Yes, that I'm not even sure if that. Yeah, that's not even his cowl, because I'm getting there. But there's the suit that's what's the word? Okay, wait. Yeah, that's not even Affleck's cowl. It looks like it from that angle, but the ears are too long. So it's definitely not Affleck's cowl. So it's definitely not. They're not going to kill. They're not going to kill him. I also like how we show Barry like armoring up his suit. Like by armoring up, I mean like decorating, and then he gets the Flash ring, and then we finally see Keaton Batman, which I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Keaton Batman. And then other Barry like removes the tarp over the Batmobile and sees the Batmobile, and he was like, holy, and then it goes to in production. So yeah, this looks pretty dope. I definitely like how the suit glows. I think that's really, really dope. And I like the use of Keaton as the narrator. I think that's an effective choice, because he's obviously going to be basically the spirit guide for Barry. Next, what we have is the Aquaman like behind the scenes look. The Aquaman behind the scenes look, which I'm very excited for, because I've been pretty vocal on this channel. Eli and I have both been that we love the Aquaman 1 movie, so we're really interested to see what they do with Aquaman 2, particularly when the stealth suit images came out. And it's apparently they said it's like it's going to be a Black Manta is going to be returning, and we're going to see a lot more of the Atlantis world, which I'm really excited for, because they did a lot of world building with that one that I think was like really, really, really cool how they were able to do that. And so yeah, that looks really dope. There wasn't much really revealed, so I'm not really going to go into that. They also had the same thing for Shazam. Now we're going to get to the Gotham Knights, another game that I think is taking place in the Arkhamverse, Arkham style adventures, which originally in Slater. I'm going to check one little thing real quick. Is Gotham Knights in the Arkhamverse? I want to check, because there's been some conflict. It says it doesn't take place in the Arkhamverse. It's one way to distinguish it, although Gotham Knights has a strong connection to the Arkham universe established by Rocksteady. It takes place in its own separate continuity. All right, well, it's kind of interesting how that had Batman die again. But okay, so what I like, so the trailer starts off, it's like a narrator talking about, so Bruce Wayne's dead. I highly doubt he's dead. In fact, I have a theory based on later in the trailer that I'm going to talk about as I go on. Shows Arkham. It shows Nightwing, Robin. I think that's Tim Drake Robin. It shows some underground areas of Arkham. It shows some like test tube things, and then it shows 2 owl eyes. So I'm like, oh, they're doing the Court of Owls. That's dope. So my theory is that the Court of Owls supposedly killed Batman. Like they're responsible for like if you saw the newspaper that came out like earlier this week, I think it said like Wayne Manor collapses and sudden cave in or something like that. Penguin is the narrator. Then you have like Nightwing saying the Court of Owls is not real. So for those of you that don't know, the Court of Owls was like a secret Illuminati like group that ran everything in Gotham, like everything completely, everything that happened in Arkham, in Gotham, was the work of the Court of Owls. That's this group's like hail to fame, if you will. So so what happens next is that we have door opening. We see a bunch of the owls as owls as members. We see the Arkham people going in. By Arkham people, I mean the Bat family. See Red Hood. Red Hood looks freaking dope, and I like how they're surrounded by all the owls. And we see like the Talon enemies. We see Batgirl. So apparently, there's going to be different types of Talons, which I like. Something I think is interesting. All right, so here's my theory. Batman's going to be a Talon. He wasn't actually killed. He was just turned into is made to look like that, so they wouldn't go looking for him. But he's actually turned into a Talon, and Talon are like the agents of the court. They're like the enforcers, if you will. So I think it's going to be revealed that he wasn't actually killed, because they're never going to kill Batman. It's going to be like he is. Yeah, it's going to be like he's a Talon. That's what I think. I'm looking forward to seeing if I get right. And I like how it's basically an RPG, so you can outfit each character as you see fit. So next we have Peacemaker. I don't know. Peacemaker I have kind of a mixed feeling about. Because I'm like, of all the Suicide Squad members, you pick Peacemaker. But still, I like how, first off, they're using Vigilante, so I dig that. So I like how they're using him. We have a few returning characters. We see that Peacemaker has some daddy issues. They make a lot of comedic jokes. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm not really going out. I do like how he's being hugged by an eagle. I like that. That's really cool. That's all I'm going to go over for that one right now, I think. So next, I'm not interested in Batwoman. So the last thing on this list is that we have the new Batman series called Batman the Caped Crusader. It's going to be like the Batman the animated series from the 90s. It's going to be updated, but it's going to be also taking place in that period where like there's no Justice League, there's no other superheroes. Gotham doesn't trust Batman, which I'm like, okay, that's really cool. I'm really interested in seeing that. It's interesting how they're doing that, and then closely working with Bruce Timm is Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams, which Matt Reeves makes sense. Well, J.J. Abrams signed a deal to do like a lot of DC stuff, so I'm like, okay, you had to expect that. I also found it pretty interesting how apparently, so I didn't know that Young Justice, the first 2 episodes, went up on HBO Max. Apparently today, I'm going to watch those as soon as I get done recording. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope. I definitely have to watch those. So let's see, what else did I really want to talk about? Let me see who's got a schedule. Because if I have the schedule, then I can go off of that. Anyway, so far, I'm gonna hold off right here. We have some pretty good content coming out that I'm really excited for, and DC has an opportunity here because let me put it this way. Let me be clear on this. If the Snyderverse is not restored, I'm still gonna watch all this stuff because I love DC. But remember, hang on. It's all DC. We can enjoy all of this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Snyderverse, but just because they don't release the Snyderverse does not mean we can't like enjoy this stuff too. So that's why I'm gonna see all this, except for the Aquaman, the Last Kingdom or something like that wonky animated series. I have no interest in that because it looks weird. I saw a clip of it and I'm like, this is not for me. I'm not interested. But of all, now let me transition to the stuff I'm the most excited for. In terms of what I'm the most excited for, in terms of movie, I'm gonna start with movies first. It's a tie between two from what I saw today, The Flash and The Batman. So The Flash, because those of you that know me know I really enjoy the multiverse stuff. It's one of my favorite parts of DC. Marvel too has the multiverse, but I think DC does it better than Marvel. So I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be nice to see Michael Keaton Batman and Ben Affleck Batman. So it's gonna have two of my favorite Batman in one movie, and Barry Allen in the dope glowing suit that it looks more accurate to his comic book suit. And Snyder even said that was just supposed to be a rudimentary suit, and then later on he would get his own suit, a different suit. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty dope. So that was always the plan. I like, they gave us a brief look at Supergirl. I wish they gave us a little more, but I'm like, okay, that was pretty dope. So also in terms of, so for the Batman, that trailer was freaking dope. I love where Penguin's driving away. He's like, oh my gosh, I got Batman when the car is exploding. And then the Batmobile just jumps and just attacks him. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. And you see Batman walking upside down, then just comes the Batman. I love that. I think Robert Pattinson has a good Batman voice. I'm really excited to see what he's got rolling up there. In terms of TV series, there's only really one TV series that I'm really excited for. Well, actually two. Actually, wait. One more thing I forgot to mention before I go to what I'm the most excited for. Injustice. So they showed a clip for Injustice. I know that's the movie leaked, apparently, and some people have been having some issues with it, that they changed a lot of stuff. I'm going to watch the movie for myself and then honestly give you all my assessment on it, because it could be really cool. I'm known for liking a lot of unpopular stuff. So we're going to see what happens with that. In terms of, I already pre-ordered the movie, so I'm going to have it and then I'll watch it and then I'll review it. It's going to be here in 3 days. It's going to be released in 3 days. So I'll watch it and then I'll do an episode on it. And maybe Lad will hop on for that one. Anyway, beyond Injustice, I'm excited for, in terms of series, the Batman. Definitely the Batman and Young Justice. So I definitely have to watch Young Justice. So yeah, the Batman Young Justice. And in terms of comic book things, I'm excited for how they continue on with Superman. I'm gonna check out the arc of him fighting on Warworld, because that actually looks pretty cool. I also liked the I like his Superman the Authority suit, which is like the Kingdom Come S and then no red trunks. I think the red trunks thing is pretty stupid at this point. That's why I liked when the new 52 took that out and Snyder took that out, because it makes no sense whatsoever for him to have the red trunks. They're just too like old. Like, nah, it looks really stupid. So there's that. So that's what I'm really excited for. You guys can drop in the comments or shoot us an email at comicsleague2020 at gmail.com, and follow us on Instagram at comicsleague2021, and shoot us a DM or email us on what you're the most excited for. Drop in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about in terms of fandom? I ordered all my shirts, so I have fandom merch coming in, so we'll be able to check that out. So I guess that's a good place to leave this particular episode. I'm going to leave it at this, because I think that's a good enough place to leave it. So in terms of what's coming next for the podcast, we're going to be reviewing, hopefully, if it's popular, Superman Wonder Woman Volume 3. It's called Casualties of War. So we'll cover that once again, only if it's really popular, which it's building up. And in terms of X-Men, we have some really great content coming up for you, because apparently we have like a lot of great X-Men books and discussions to have. So we'll be doing that. I'm just checking the current performance. And again, so remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I see a lot of you guys are watching the channel without actually like subscribing. please do that. Lets us know what content you like and watch our stuff so we can know what content to make. And in terms of, I know I say in terms of a lot, the new show, we're probably going to talk about some more fandom stuff. So we'll see. And then again, on Two Capes is going to be Superman, Wonder Woman. Hopefully, some more Star Wars and Halo stuff comes out soon, so we can do more on those shows. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Under Two Capes, this bonus episode. And yeah, stay heroic, everyone. But see you later.